Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm acting like my papa this morning. It's 7:10 and I'm walking. I hope y'all don't see my little bun back there. It's not cute. But my papa be doing this. He making videos while he walking, so I could do it, right? Not really sure where I want to go with this video. Actually, yes I do. Alright, so last night and a couple of nights I've just been feeling so sad. Like, I've been feeling so full of sorrow, right? Because I be watching these videos on YouTube and they be saying the rapture, Jesus coming back, it's the end of the world, stuff like that, right? And we all know, or I shouldn't say we all know, but for those that do know, that day is bound to come, whether it's while we're alive, you know what I'm saying, whether it's during this generation or another. Somebody will. There are going to be people who are going to witness the second coming of Jesus, right? And I think because of that, people are like, really, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I need to get right. It was some urgency type, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get right now. For real. Look at the sky today. Hey, that's so cute. But, what am I trying to say? Y'all, sorry, I'm nervous. Yeah. And a lot of people are like, oh, you know what I'm saying, get right now. And people are just, some people are, I don't know if it's me because of my algorithm. Maybe I watched a video on YouTube one time and all of a sudden I seen all these videos, right? Or maybe it's real, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's real. So what if it was real? What if it was real? What if we were the people? What if we were going to be witnesses of Jesus' second coming, right? And to me, it makes me a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? Not only because it's like, I be feeling like a responsibility. So I'm walking and I don't work out. So I'm going to be out of breath a little bit, I guess. So, what if we were to be some of the witnesses of Jesus' second coming? You know what I'm saying? And that makes me a little nervous because for myself and for other people, I wish I knew where everybody was. I wish I knew where everybody's faith was. I wish we talked about what we think. I wish we fellowship more, I guess. That's the word. But I don't really want to say fellowship because it doesn't have to be in the sense of formal, technical. Do you know where your friends' faith are? For me, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really too much talk about God or what I believe or how I think with my friends because, or some of my friends because, these sprinklers, y'all. Because I don't be wanting to come off judgmental. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to be offended by what I believe or what I think, you know what I'm saying? And it's discouraging. That is very discouraging. That's wrong. That's wrong. I should be able to talk about Jesus and the Word with my friends. And it's not them, you know what I'm saying? Not them necessarily, because it's like, I'm afraid. I'm out of fear, you know what I'm saying? I'm out of fear not doing certain things because it might be my lack of confidence in my delivery, honestly. But gotta give my hands a break, y'all. Okay. But what if, you know what I'm saying? What if the time was, hold on. What if this was around the time that Jesus gonna have his second coming? Would you be ready? That's what I've been worried about. Who do I know that I love, that I talk to, wouldn't feel ready or be ready? You know what I'm saying? And here come this man with this dog. One thing I don't like is that, you know what I'm saying, the videos that I've seen, they're always like, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go to hell. You're going to go to hell. You're not ready. Get ready now before you go to hell. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in him. So I'm not saying they're wrong, but I don't think the message is coming out of love, and I think that God will want the message to come. Let me not say that. There's different ways to deliver a message, but I've always thought, one time praying, God, I don't want to love you. I don't want to serve you just out of me being scared to go to hell. If I'm going to love you, if I'm going to serve you, I want a real relationship with you. I want the whole package, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be based on fear. Because when it's based on fear, you miss the peace of God, the joy of God, the love of God sometimes. It doesn't feel loving when people say, oh, you better love God, you better get to know God, you better get right with God or you're going to go to hell. That's not loving. At this point, you feel forced, right? Because who wants to go to hell? That's what I was praying last night. Like, I'm sure if we all understood what's to come, if we all understood who Jesus was, who God is, what life is, the purpose of all this, I'm sure we would choose Jesus. If we understood the message, if we understood the word, I have faith that more people would choose Jesus. But there's a lack of understanding, and the point of the lack of understanding is fear. People preaching the word based on fear. So it's not coming off loving to others. It's not showing the character of God, because God really is a loving God, you know what I'm saying? I've kind of been having my own experiences with that, right? So I just hope that, I guess what I'm trying to say is, what if the time is almost here, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what time I'm talking about, I want you to research. That's what I've been doing, because I really don't know. You know, these people are like, why is this girl making this video? But I think it's important to seek for yourself, right? We can't no longer, I feel like we are in a time where you no longer can depend on other people to read the word for you, or other people to get the information for you and tell you the information. Because at that point, it's not your relationship with God, it's their relationship with God. They just sharing it with you. And my prayer has been that all these people out this early in the morning, I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, people not going to be out this early. I'm sorry. At this point, it's their relationship, you know what I'm saying? And they're just sharing it with you. And my prayer has been that more people, especially people I love, friends, family, that they have their own experiences with God and they're convicted to start their own relationship with God. Because even for me, you know what I'm saying? Even for me, I grew up in the church or whatever. But that don't mean I always, hold on, y'all, sorry. That don't mean that I always had a relationship with God, because it's not true. I feel like my relationship with God started in high school. Started in a place of hurts, right? My relationship with God started in a place of hurt. And that's kind of common. Sometimes in order for God to prove himself to you, you gotta go through some stuff. You gotta need him for something. Right? So a lot of people are like, a lot of people say this too, oh, if God was real, why would he let this happen? And they're bad situations. They could be bad situations, you know? And what I've learned is that God allows things to happen to us because it builds character. And because you're not going to be the first or the last to go through it. So, if you go through something and you overcome it, hopefully by using God, hopefully by depending on God, or with your faith in God, you can go and share that to the next person who's going through something, right? The whole reason God created us was to be a part of his family. Community is important to God. Unity is important to God. So sometimes what you're going through may not just be for you. It may be for a friend that comes along down the line. It may be for you to make a video one day and tell the whole world, like, look, I done been through this, but this is what God done did for me. And that's just that. Y'all gotta realize, I believe God came in human form, right? I believe God sent his son, Jesus Christ, died on the cross for our sins, for our salvation, so that we may do certain things and repent for it and be forgiven, right? So if God would allow himself, the version of him, the human version of him, to go through the most suffering, why wouldn't he allow you? Who are you? That's really what it is. A lot of us got to humble ourselves. Life is not. Good morning. Life is not about you all of the time. I don't know if I should say all the time, but life is not about you. It's about God's will. It's about God's purpose. It's about, good morning. It's about allowing people to choose him and get to know him and experience his character, experience his love, experience his goodness firsthand. And I feel like a lot of people are missing it. And you want to know why? You know what I'm saying? You missing that relationship with God, or missing the point of God, or missing the mark. Probably because somebody done taught some word to you, said something to you. You done went to a church and they done hurt your feelings. I done got church hurt before, y'all. So I understand. And I didn't even realize that's what it was. But that's not a reason to stop seeking God just because that's what somebody else says, somebody else's perspective, somebody else's actions. They are not God. And not only that, but we're humans. We make mistakes. So forgive them and seek God. Sometimes you're not going to find him when you're not looking for him. How you going to say God not real? Da-da-da-da. But you ain't even sought out for yourself. And I understand, hold on. And seeking out of God is just like, okay, you could be, God will meet you where you are. So if it's your first time, or this is something new for you, or this kind of makes you uncomfortable because you're not used to it, or you don't have bad experiences, so you just done with it, so you coming, but you're trying to come back to it. God will meet you where you are. You don't have to seek God another way that somebody seeks God, is what I'm trying to say. Everybody's relationship with God gonna be different. Just like your relationship with your mama probably different than your relationship with your daddy, than your relationship with your sister, than your relationship with your brother. I know y'all got different friends. I know you got different types of relationship with your friends. And it's the same thing. God has different relationships with different people. And if he didn't, it wouldn't be personal. Right? So sometimes seeking God, all this, God, please just say a little prayer. You ain't gotta use a certain language that's not yours. You ain't gotta come to him fake. Come on now, God knows everything. He know your heart. He know what you want to say before you say it. He know the thoughts that you almost said but didn't say. He know it all. So it's no reason for you to put on a mask with God. Because God created you. God not even looking at your mask. God looking at you. So I guess I'm just encouraging people to seek God. So that's one thing. Talk to him. Prayer. Talk to him. Same thing. And then another thing I would say is read the word. The word is living. And a lot of people, what time is it? A lot of people or not a lot of people but you may wonder, how is the word living? We hear these words all the time. We just so used to saying them and don't really have no understanding of them. But you know what? I be researching stuff. Excuse me. So you gotta research stuff if you don't understand. Don't just be taking people's words for it. You don't even know what a word. I done had to research salvation, the word salvation. I done had to research the word grace, and I done had to research the word mercy, because I be praying for it and I be asking for it. And when I'm praying for it and asking for it, I want to know exactly what I'm praying for and exactly what I'm asking for. And I want to know exactly what I'm thanking God for. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that the word is living, is that you can read, I'm going to give you an example. You can read one verse one day, get something from it, had these thoughts, had this interpretation of it, right? And the next day you can get something else. Or you can read something and you can say, I don't understand what that means, right? Then you can ask God to open your eyes, open your ears, and you just understand exactly what it means. Really? So I encourage y'all to read the Bible. You ain't gotta start with the hard stuff. I know I tried to read the Bible. I done tried to do 90-day Bible challenges. I done tried to read it from beginning to end. I done tried different ways to read the Bible, and I always said, I'm not gonna read this Bible. I don't understand it. Guess what, y'all? I'm reading the Bible now. I really do. And the goal is not to, you know what I'm saying? Well, the ultimate goal, or sometimes God will teach you stuff that's in the Bible and without you even opening the Bible, and then you go open the Bible and you be like, dang, that's right there. That be happening with me. So a lot of stuff, I feel like, you know, you don't necessarily have to be, Yeah, I'm really not trying to say the wrong thing because I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, spread the wrong word or put myself. But this is my opinion. Right, what I'm saying right now. This is my opinion. For real, for real. You don't have to be organized or if that's not you. You don't have to be organized when reading the Bible. You don't have to go in some certain order. Sometimes you can just start with where you are. If you feeling shame, go to the Bible app, type in the word shame, read the whole chapter. Or if you just want to read the verse, read the verse. Figure out what they're talking about. Figure out the message. What are they saying about shame? What are they saying in general? What's the context? Research it. And that be it. You could do that every day. Feed yourself with the word every day. Stay encouraged. Stay motivated. That's another thing. You can't expect you to have this. Can they say, oh, I don't feel God, or God not answering my prayers, and you can't even understand and hear God, because most of the time God's talking to us all the time. You got the Holy Spirit, God talking to you all the time, especially if you're talking to him. I believe that he talk back. Sometimes we just can't hear him. That's why you got to say, Lord, open my ears to hear what you're trying to say. Because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we don't hear. We're distracted. And you can't expect to hear him all the time when you're not even seeking him all the time. Then again, God do what he wants because he does. So, not to say it can't never happen, but just be realistic. Treat your relationship with God the same way that you treat your relationship with the other people that you love. Don't compare your relationship with God with somebody else. Let it be authentic. Let it teach you something. God is a teacher. He's been teaching me all coronavirus. Let him teach you something so you can go out and share it. So this video is like 27 minutes long. If I finish my whole walk, might be like 40 minutes. Might as well. But yeah, that's really I know I started with the whole let me go back to this Bible because I just had a thought. A lot of people say they believe in God, believe in Jesus. They don't believe in the Bible. Have you given the Bible a chance? That's all I'm going to say. Have you given the Bible a chance? We can't keep going off what other people saying. That's basically what I'm trying to say this whole video. That's the whole thing. We can't keep going off what other people saying. It's time to get serious. It's time to start our own relationship. With God and share our experiences with God with people around us so that they're encouraged and inspired and have their own experiences with God and then share those. That's how your faith gonna get stronger, is by having these experiences. And we be forgetting what God do for us sometimes. So yeah, no need to make this video longer than it needs to be because I feel like I'm now rambling. So I'm gonna finish my walk here, and I hope this video inspired you in some type of way, made you think. Yeah, cause I be sad at night, y'all. I be like, dang God, I hope it's not the end of the world, because it's just so many people in the world that's not ready. If it was, even myself, I don't know if I'm all the way ready. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I ain't put my all into God all the way. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. I haven't put my all into God. I'm trying to. I'm learning to. But I ain't used all my gifts and my talents. I ain't trying to rob God. You know what I'm saying? I'm referring to the parable of the talents. You know what I'm saying? God be giving us gifts and talents, and He expects us to use them. To bring glory to His name, to enhance His kingdom. So that's another thing I encourage you to think about. What are your gifts and your talents? Because spreading God's love can be through your gifts and your talents. Everybody don't teach the word by being a pastor. Everybody don't have to talk to teach the word. So that's it, y'all. That's all I got. Hope y'all have a great Thursday.